Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO. Grixis Control Friday, back again for another week on Grixis Control. Yep, I think this will be kind of a more mellow week. In fact, it's kind of a rewind to the Fire Covenant video in a weird way, because I'm playing two Fire Covenants in the sideboard this week, just like that video. I just wanted a second sweeper, and I feel like this has been underrepresented, and it being potentially one-sided means it is one of the more attractive sweepers to me as a Grixis control player. So yeah, we'll just roll with that. Although I think you could also split one with Fire Magic, one Fire Covenant, one Fire Magic. That sounds pretty good to me too. And we're also continuing to stick with Lochmere over Murktide Regent in that slot, even though, like I talked about last week, they're not really the same thing. Lochmere is not going to have the raw stats of Murktide Regent, but Murktide Regent is never going to have the card advantage of Lochmere, or interaction for that matter, except for the abstract interaction of like, oh, they're not going to attack into me when I have this big creature. But against the stuff that it really matters for, like Merit Lage or Barrowglyph, that doesn't even really apply. So I have been pretty happy with the one of Lochmere, and it's a fun card, and it can come down very early as turn 2 even. I really don't have that much to say this week. There's not really much in the way of channel updates. Thank you for all your support, though. We're making that push to 2.5 subs. We're close. We're at 2.3, over 2.3. So I thank you all for that. And I guess I might as well say that I'm in the trophy race, and I'm going to try and put up good results this season, because I've lucked into 6 trophies now. It's funny, the last week's Friday main series video went 5-0, and then had to rush record my Patreon exclusive league, or my member exclusive league, if you're on the YouTube membership. And that went 5-0 as well. So I'm sitting at 6, very much in the race. Definitely not anywhere contending for first or even second at this point. But third, fourth, and fifth are still alive. I don't know if y'all heard, but Andreas Eco Baronin is doing something pretty wild this season for the trophy leaderboard, because outside of community support, trophy leaders don't actually get anything on MTGO. You don't get rewarded for being at the top of the trophy leaderboard in the same way you're rewarded for top 8ing a showcase challenge with invitations to format championships and stuff like that, which is like fine, you know, it's how things are done. So it's really cool to see Pico Baronin go out and create these incentives for the community. Truly a patron for the competition of the game, and he knows I'm a big fan. I think there's mutual respect there. Oh yeah, I guess in terms of Patreon or YouTube membership exclusive content news, I'm going to roll out once a month. There will be a Meta Monday, I guess we'll call it. I don't know. I think Eco Baronin already does a Meta Monday, but once a month I'll play a deck near the top of the meta. I think the first one is already decided to be Energy, and I'll kind of look at its relation, or the matchup in relation to Grixis Control, just run that through a league, and then every other league that month will be Grixis Control. So I think that will help diversify the content a little bit, but you're still mostly getting Grixis Control, as is the promise of the channel. Always open to feedback. If you'd like to have your voice heard, consider joining the Patreon. The lowest tier is only $2 a month, and you get access to the Discord, which is really fun, and that's where voices are heard. I do try to respond to every YouTube comment, but yeah, it's just easier on Discord, of course. All right, let's hop into the league here. Excited to play with 2 sweepers again. Yeah, let's do it. All right, I'm up against Kulu Limpa, very talented pilot. They're on the play. They usually play Red Stompy. Have Force of Will and a redraw, black into a Blood Moon. Sure, I'll try it. Yeah. Squeecher. That makes my Force of Will bad. That makes that Force of Will bad. Well, if their follow-up is Blood Moon, and I hit a land at some point, that would be cool. That one's pretty good. I'll take 4. Guess we're just hanging out. Yep. Pyroglyph. It is a 1-2. Oh, you know what? I should have done that. No, this doesn't change anything. I'll take 1. It's kind of a lot of damage. I don't think I can stabilize. Like, I haven't hit lightning bolt or anything. What I would normally be stabilizing with has been invalidated. There's a lightning bolt. I'll bolt, I guess, bombardiers. Can't fling itself. I will pay 2 life as per the ward. They let it go. Nice. Alright. Let's just go to the next game. That bolt was like, ooh, I think I might be able to turn this around. And then I did not draw a blue source. I kind of gave that up for free. I should have just mulliganed. But also, I haven't played against Red Prisons since Hexing Squelcher got printed, so now I'm aware of this situation. Clang. Don't hate Fire Covenant. It would really suck to have to do that into a Hexing Squelcher, but it might be worth it. It's a lot of ward pay 2 life. Yeah, that's better. Plenty of 1 mana removal spells, but it would be kind of rough if they happen to play Chalice on 1, but also means they're not adding to the board. They're taking a mulligan, which I appreciate. I need to get a basic swamp here, which would be rough, but yeah, if they go Blood Moon on turn 1, they don't. It's not a great turn 1 play. And I don't want to choose between blue and black, so I will not. Nice. I'll keep that. Maybe I should have not done that, because being able to generate Revolt is good. Trinisphere. I think I want to get this pressure on board. Trinisphere off City of Traders is interesting. They might lose the ability to play their own game pretty soon. Oh, Silent Cycle. Whatever. Hit for 2. They might do some messed up stuff next turn. But whatever it is, it'll only be 1 messed up thing. Yeah, it's Broadside Bombardiers. Do they throw Trinisphere? Probably not. I almost want to give them the opportunity to throw it, though. Otherwise, we're each just going to be playing 1 spell per turn for a while here. Simian Spirit Guide. Well, now they can throw that pretty freely, so I'll just bolt this. This halts my attacks. I don't like it. I really don't want to bolt it, though. I'm gonna brainstorm. Okay. Nimble is just as good as a spell under Trinisphere because it costs 3 to cycle. Don't really want to make that many land drops. Put back this brainstorm, but I should be prepared for the scenario of drawing lands, so I'll be prepared for Blood Moon too, which is nice. A litany of 3 drops. A litany of Simian Spirit Guides. I'll double block. I know what this game's about. That's pretty good. We're gonna start to burn now. Don't play Chalice on 1. It's cool. We'll just have to burn them out. But I don't like that they did that. I could draw Kolaghan's Command. Could also just petty theft that thing, but it would feel a little goofy. Like, I don't really want to petty theft that Chalice just to unload a minuscule amount of damage, you know? Alright, they finally have decided to develop their mana. I'm gonna put them to 1. And if I draw a land, I can just stifle the Chalice trigger. I do. Yes, I know how this card works. I just need to make sure I hold control. Hold control, bolt. And then cycle this. Counter that. Very good. I just draw. Consign to memory. It would actually not have been any easier because of the Trinisphere. Well, their hand was super weak that time, so it doesn't really feel like I accomplished anything. Yeah, run it back. Yeah, great. I don't really want to rely on Force of Will anyways. Bring it on. That's the start I like. Chalice. Let's see if they have Red Blast. This would be a good time for them to unload it, but I hope they don't. They don't. Fire Covenant. Alright. Try and get some 1-drops out of the way here. Ooh, Kolaghan's Command? Yes, please. Could have let that other one resolve. It turns out. Trinisphere. One of these days I won't do that annoying thing. See if I can pick off a creature while I'm at it. Broadside, broadside. Yeah, it's good enough. As much as I want this Trinisphere to stick around, I think I'll have more fun if it's not here. Just play Lockmare. Get on board. Get on board. They decline Fable? Their hand is just that good. Broadside. I'll take 2. I think being mana efficient is pretty important here. And I want to hold Edict for Pyroglyph. Fury. It's a lot of damage. Do I care though? Like, I want Lockmare to draw a card on the way out. So yeah, I think I'll let it go and take 7 down to 10. Oh. Okay. Ouch. Alright. Let's brainstorm. I can counter Fable, Chapter 3, draw a card, and Bolt Broadside. That seems good. That's good. I'm kind of in control, but I need to, like, not get burnt out as well. I guess I'll get Swamp, right? Yeah. It's a lot of land. The One Ring? Damn, every card is in this deck. How about that? Now I really do need to burn them out. And I'm really frightened about getting burned out myself. Fire Covenant's back somehow. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, I will take Kolaghan's Command here. Then I will shuffle and cast Ponder. Yes. This is how you burn. This is how you burn. As long as I don't lose. I'm at 8. Like, Pyroglyph is gonna be dangerously scary here. Dangerously scary. What the heck? Dead? Disassemble? Chromox. Sundering Eruption. Something that's 4 mana is coming. It's Pyroglyph. I'm gonna go to 2. That sucks. Edict. How do I stop any more Pyroglyphs from ever happening? Force of Will. That's how. I don't have a blue card though, so yeah, this is gonna be really sketch. Likely impossible, in fact. Probably should not have let them fling that Fury. Got too comfortable. Alright, there's a Bolt. Let's see. Definitely no to Badlands. Do I want Bolt? Go to 9, then 6. This Fire Covenant's like a dead card, unfortunately. Yeah, where are all the Force of Wills? Not that it would help that much right now, but I think if they're going to get Pyroglyph, I'm going to ask them to get it off the top. So what? I think I just shock and have them discard and try and win next turn. Oh, Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. If my last card was Force Blue card, that'd be sick. Oh, now I'm just gonna lose to Broadside Bombardiers too, though. Maybe they'll play Fury. Yep. Folks, I think we got it. Thank God I kept that Bolt. Brainstorm just for good measure. We'll try and not consign their one ring trigger. What can they do at instant speed? Sick. Alright. 1-0. Okay, here we go for round 2. This hand is fine. Hopefully we don't get oops all spelled. Flooded Strand. I like it. If they were trying to stifle, they're going to be very disappointed. I weirdly have no fetch lands. I do wish I found Force of Will here, though, so I could just blast this Kaito in, but you know what? I think we'll be okay. I guess I'll play around Cabal Therapy and not put a second Brainstorm in my hand just yet. If they Thoughtseize me, I don't think they would take Brainstorm, but they might, and then I'll have a second one, which is sick. Sometimes people take Brainstorm just to retain information. Sometimes people brainstorm themselves. Tundra. They got Wasteland in this deck as well. What is this deck? Tempo Stoneblade? Well, okay. Kaito should be pretty good against that. I think I'm going to play Bowmasters, and I think they're going to Swords, but then if they don't play a removal spell... Daze? I could have guessed they had that because of Wasteland. I'm a fool! But now they're actually set back a land drop, which is kind of good in these situations. I'm not under any pressure. Tamiyo. Cast Brainstorm. Put these two lands back. I don't think they have another Wasteland. If they do, though, it's a little bit of a bummer. I really want to be able to cast Brazen Borrower. But yeah, I think it's fine. We'll figure it out. It's kind of like we reversed. Or wait, was I already on the play? I don't remember. Quantum Riddler. I like casting Think Twice too. Narset? It's a great card. Alright, let's Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think I'll put back Brazen Borrower and Bolt, but it's a little risky. They do have a Stifle. That's pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. Why don't I just take the Stifle then? See if they want to double daze my Reanimate. I didn't want to take that Stifle. What am I doing? I'm hoping they don't. Hoping they just Prismatic End it. Okay, cool. Yeah, setting themselves back 2 land drops would be pretty wild. Hoping they just Prismatic End my Bowmasters, Wasteland me, and that's it. Making sure they put the right colors into that. Yeah. Ponder. I don't know, if they want to hardcast Quantum Riddler, they might not even Wasteland me. I'm not sure. Ponder shuffles. Wasteland. Yep. Happy to see that. They're not even representing Stifle. Let's go. I'll concede on the spot. Very sick, very cool. Red Blast. Yeah, I'll take from the Catacombs, even though they're playing Stifle and Wasteland. This is a slow enough matchup where grinding them out like that seems like a great idea. FP I'm more on the fence about. I'll just retain all my bolts. Baraglyph can definitely go. 1 Badlands. 1 Kolaghan's Command. Yeah. Hand looks great. I'll have to play around Stifle. Oh wait, I totally called that, didn't I? When I was looking at my really funny hand with no fetch lands, I was like, I'll be sad if they want to Stifle. And then I was like... And then they did have it. It's an uncommon card. Okay. Let's see what they have to say. Do I have Red Blast? Maybe I do. Brainstorm resolves. No Wasteland. Alright, now I'm probably going to Brainstorm, and I need to think about cards I wouldn't mind, or a card I wouldn't mind drawing again if they happen to Stifle. I think it's just going to be 2 lands anyways, so let's go like that. Try and get them to tap on their turn. I do kind of want them to Stifle, honestly. Damn it. Yeah, I guess I'll Surveil then. Yep. That's pretty good. Rest in peace, no problem. Make Snapcaster Mage a little poor. That might be my pitch to Force of Will now. Stifle check. Nope. Alright. Carry on. Now I don't need to worry about like Flage or anything, which is cool. Well, they might actually stifle it in. That would be bad. Alright, play Bowmasters. It resolved, that's good. Are they going to use 2 removal spells? They got 1. Tamiyo's good too. I have a lot of threats. They have a response. Felia. I could force, because I don't really have much in the way of tricks beyond that. Yeah, sure. They'll activate Flooded Strand. Now they'll swords. Okay, sure. I'll play Lockmare. Okay, I'll play Tamiyo. And they kind of need to hit here. They say GG's, I think, lol. Wow. I didn't even... Well, I mean, I was playing like I had Kaito, but they didn't know for sure. Yeah, that felt pretty smooth. We won the die roll, but we have a no-lander. That is so unlucky. This hand is not much better. Kind of just getting crushed by the algorithm here. I don't think I can go to 5 on the play. My opponent's keeping 7. We at least have stuff to do. We have 3 castables. Yikes. I hope it's like Oops All Spells or like a matchup that's pretty much all about post-sideboard games anyways. Oh, what? It's the mirror? Oh, we're so screwed. Gee. Well, I don't care if they Thoughtseize. I guess I'll just take Lockmare. No, that'll be hard for them to do on curve. So let's just take Thoughtseize. I guess. It's rough. That was a good draw. It's a little embarrassing, but I really dislike the mirror. I try not to advertise it, but hey, I don't enjoy the mirror so much. Spinning Brainstorm. I'm representing Bowmasters, but they should know that it's pretty good for them if I fire Bowmasters in response to a Brainstorm. Sure. They don't have that many outs to Baraglyph. I should know. So I'm guessing they'll probably Brainstorm and try and counter this. Now they're thinking about it. Opponent has realized that I made their deck. They just let it go. Let me guess, you took out Nimble Obstructionist. Ponder. Ponder does not shuffle. Brainstorm. Well, yeah, if they have Fatal Push, which is a common mod, that would actually be pretty rough. Uh-oh. Did I call it? Oh, it's Thoughtseize. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll see if I can recoup some card advantage here off this Baraglyph hit, because it will connect. They take Edict. I can probably set this up with Ponder. I also want to do that around Bowmasters. Yes. Looking so good. I want that Kaito. So go like that. Might be an option to burn them out too. Oh, there goes my Underground Sea. Take note of that. Now I've unmulliganed myself. We can probably set up a decent defense from here, but they can't Bowmaster Bolt, because if they try to do that, I could bolt their Bowmaster in response. Ooh, Lockmare of my own? Alright, we'll attack. Bowmasters, Pinging me, okay. It's a good sign. Should I just try and steamroll through this? Like, bounce and then bolt? Then they could play Lockmare and draw a card, but if they spend their whole turn doing that, is that really that bad? I feel like it's kind of not. Yeah, I'll just get the free money, I guess. Oh, they didn't block? Why didn't they block? Are they trying to Kaito? Oh, it was a punt. Shoot. Well, Karma should say that I mill 3 lands because I want to land. I did want that island, but okay. How bad would Kaito be? I could have put Kaito in. I could have done that. I'll just play Lockmare. So it's not super free for them to Kaito. Double Bowmasters, sure. They're at 10. Is there any way I can blast? I feel like I might be able to blast. There's Lockmare. Are they going to tap my Barragoyf? That puts it out of bolt range as well, which is pretty wild. But then I can tap down their Lockmare. But I think we should fight the board. So let's bolt these Bowmasters. Still no land. Alright. Let's attack with Barragoyf and see what they do. I could counter that. Is that a constructive use of my time? I feel like it kind of is. Even though they will get a Bowmaster trigger. And I get a land, so hell yeah. They ping Barragoyf. Ooh, I could maybe blow them out. Let's see if they block. Oh, if they triple block. Oh, I'm already in combat though. So that means if they block with army and Bowmasters, that's not a trade I'm willing to make. Send it back. Narset. Yes. I hope it does not find Edict, but Bolt would also be a little annoying. Ponder. That one I can live with. Tamiyo, sure. They got some good creatures, but no attacks. Alright, well, I think the key to winning here is going to be clearing the board. So let's start by bolting Tamiyo. Yes. Hopefully I draw a land. If they brainstorm, that's the same difference. And also they're tapped out of bolt. They have one unknown. But if they have bolt, they should just bolt Lockmare and not let me untap. They just let it go. Land? Ooh. Not good in Narset. Alright, well, I guess I'll play Kaito. Well, I want to grow Lockmare too. The only thing that would really turn on this Ponder is if I dealt with the Narset. It's sad that I'm going to have to just kind of let them get a card there. But how are they going to want to block is the question. On my turn, I could draw with Lockmare. That would regenerate the army token. The best thing to do here might be just pass. But I think I'd rather get one of these relevant creatures gone. So let's Petty Theft there. And then attack Narset with Barragoyf. If they force blue card, they'll be empty. I'll lose my Brazen Borrower, which would be sad, because it's a good attacker, but what can you do? Okay. Yep. Alright. Now there's a little less incentive to go after Narset. They got their card. They reveal Kaito. That's interesting. But they only attack with Lockmare? I'll definitely block it. And then I'll draw a card before it goes. That's one draw away from this land. They might hardcast Kaito now. And they have a chump blocker. Probably tap down Barragoyf. The game is like sliding out of control in a major way. Just can't get Bowmasters. Let's just go to the next game. Force, Pluto Delta. And that's why I'm not a big fan of this mirror. It's just, you'll trade, you'll both use all your resources, and then at the end of the day, whoever has the last thing will probably win. And the fact that I mulliganed pretty much meant I was going to lose before the game even started. Bolt is not very good. And then, yeah, Force on the play is not very good. Gonna try and observe how they're playing here and see if Price of Progress seems reasonable. I don't need to say anything. They're also on 7. They might have Red Blast, But if they red blast my Strix, I think that is totally fine. Jeez. So early game flood, no worries. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. I think they'll probably red blast here, which means we can probably slam Narset next turn. They're gonna reanimate Strix. Now I'll play this a little different. If they go into combat with 3 mana up, though, I'll just Bowmaster the Strix. Or will I? No, I won't, because I want that back in my hand. I'll fight Kaito some other way. Ponder. Just let it go. Because they probably have Bowmasters. We're gonna hope that they're playing this like a OG fair matchup and sided out all their Force of Will. You can really take advantage of that. Could have done it a turn earlier if I had the Force of Will a turn earlier, but I didn't. I don't have to take this damage. Force that. Tamiyo's cool. I'll have one hell of a board now. They're at 11. Yeah. Well, been them both, actually. But it's cool to have those. Guess I'll play around Price of Progress a little bit. Like, if they spend their whole turn addressing these permanents, I can just rip a land and cast from the Catacombs. Bowmasters. Oh, they have Bolt. Yep. It's a good exchange for us. Red Blast, not bad. Alright. Play Bowmasters. They have Response. They might just be addressing Tamiyo, so I can't brainstorm out of it. Cling my Cling. Oh, that's not good. I guess better that than from the Catacombs, though. Let's be honest. Okay. Now I'll brainstorm. Now I'll cling their Cling. Hold up Red Blast. Not sure what good it's going to do me, but we'll see. Yeah, I think Price of Progress might work here. I think I'm going to side it in. Take out a Lightning Bolt, another Lightning Bolt. I think 2 is plenty. Snap. Why not Red Blast? That's more like it. It's when you don't have to mulligan. Price. Third Force. Trim the Baragoyf? No. Fire Covenant? No. Oh, Agent on the draw should go. Bring back the Mountain. Trim Badlands. And then a Bolt. 2 bolts is fine. Yeah, this looks good. It's a keep. Can do pretty much the same thing as last game, but I do need to ponder into land. See if I can manage that. Their ponder does shuffle. Second Kaito. It's good for Thoughtseize reasons. I don't want to put Price on their radar just yet. Cool. The lack of red mana might be a little dangerous. They will brainstorm. Scalding Tarn, you got it. Could just play Strix here. It's not very exciting to draw the Undercity Sewers, but it is like card advantage, you know? That part is good. Could bait out Bowmasters, just slow down a little bit, just a touch. The absolute dream is getting this back to my hand. They have Strix. I do want to get this out of the way, but I also want to hold up Lightning Bolt. Am I willing to trade Strixes? I guess so, because I don't want to be in a spot where like Bowmasters is exposed. It's just kind of a cute thing you can do. It's more forgivable when you're on the draw, which I am, so that was cool. Long pause on the draw step. Are they playing Temporal Mastery? I've tried that card before. No reason to do anything. Now there kind of is a reason. I do want the Brainstorm. I might not get to draw it if I have to bolt, but we'll see. Brazen Borrower. That is very much worth hitting with Bowmasters. They will Surveil. Okay, they do have Force of Will. Good to know. I mean, they also just saw how good it was last game. So not super surprising. Please don't from the catacombs me. Kolagon's command. Yeah, I think that's fine. If they just cast a Strix, I'll Bowmaster it and still be able to Kaito. But yeah, that was definitely an uptick in their card advantage situation. It's also, I lose out on this army token that I worked so hard for. And for what? They'll probably Red Blast Kaito, which is a good exchange, as I like to point out often. Yeah, just always more blue. Having the second Kaito is also pretty nuts. Baraglyph. Yeah, I mean, it's action. I feel like I'm asking the questions here somehow. Somehow we flipped. Edict. Yep. Let it go. Baraglyph. Don't really want to let that one go. I will force. They did not Red Blast. Good news. Cling. That makes me feel a lot safer. Second Kaito is insane. Yeah, they go. Oof. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I have a brutal hand. Take the Red Blast. And I guess the Lorien revealed too. It's modal. Oh no, their hand's dying on the vine. Yeah, they are flooding a bit. I wonder if they trimmed a land like me. If they try to force through from the catacombs here, well, it's not exactly going to work that way. But I'll try to Red Blast this. They can force this through. Getting the GGs. Ah, yeah, the mirror is gnarly. It really is such a slugfest. That's always been like the difficult balance with promoting this deck, is that I do want to encourage more people to pick it up, but also to try different things, so it's not like it won't always be like the exact same 75s like slamming into each other. And also, there's tons of people who love the mirror, who call it like really intricate back and forth magic, which I'm sure it is, but I'm not good enough to process it that way. But I mean, yeah, there was a lot of really fun moments in that match. So cool. Yeah, we're 3-0 now. Here we go for round number 4. Opponent's taking a mulligan. I'll keep this. It might spell disaster. It might be totally fine. I don't know. I've definitely played against this person recently, but I can't remember exactly what they were playing. I want to say blue-black tempo, but blue-black tempo never mulligans, so it's probably not that. Oh. They'll probably take Kaito. Or if they think Strix is just a headache. I don't think they'll take one of the Ponders. Yeah. Well, I only got one more of those. It's a high impact Thoughtseize. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta be a little careful about something like, Bowmasters. Kinda need my own Bowmasters for this to work, because I can't really rely on Strix to ninjutsu. But, I mean, since they didn't play to the board on turn 1, it's kind of good for us. Okay, they'll play Strix. It's not a mirror, though, because they have 2 Underground Seas. I don't know, maybe it is. We'll see. If they daze this, it's pretty annoying. But it could be worse. They have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, they did not daze. Yeah, just don't Thoughtseize me again. If they attack, you bet I'm blocking. It's only turn 3, so they can't bust Strix, and then also ninjutsu. This feels like Kaito to me. That's what Strix was made for. It was made to trade. Ah, come on. I mean, at least my hand rocks, but losing both Kaitos in this matchup is rough because, you know, it's what you got. It's what you got to fight through this stuff. It disregards counter magic. I would surmise they probably have something like Fatal Push in their hand. They take Kolaghan's command, which is fascinating. They might also have Kaito in their hand, though. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. If I can bait out some Bowmasters with Ponder, that'd be sick. That was a bad draw. Yes, yes, good. Run out of cards. Bolt, Bolt, Obstructionist. It's all pretty good. I'm a little worried about an opposing Kaito. Does that mean I need to put the Bolt next too? Yeah, probably. If their last cards are Kaito Wasteland, yeah. Yeah, I might kind of want Nimble Obstructionist for that. This feels right to me. And would I just double bolt Kaito? Am I willing to do that? Don't really want them to get Bowmasters back. But they also might feel like they have to tap down Barragoyf if I just play that next turn. I'm gonna let them come to me on this. Well, they clearly have Kaito. Maybe? Not? Well, now you have confused me. Brainstorm, sure. Oh, they know I have Kaitos. Maybe they don't want to lose their Kaito to my Kaito. I don't hate seeing the Brainstorm that much, because it probably means they'll have to shuffle. Yeah, they have 2 cards left. Alright, Bolt Bowmasters. Do I want to tap out of Nimble Obstructionist? Not really. I want them to try Ninjutsu Kaito in, and then I stifle that. Well, that did not happen. I guess I just wasted my mana. Joke's on me. I will not waste my mana. They have a response. Oh, they're just seeing what's coming up. Put a card on top. Okay. Well, if they had an answer, I don't think they would let me get this far, would they? This is going a little far. Brazen Borrower? Yeah, I'll bolt that. Alright. Can finally get this Kaito in, and this Nimble Obstructionist back, which is pretty darn good. And they're at 10. Pretty good. Force of Will will be nice. Oh, hell yeah. Top, top. They got 2 cards over there. Bowmasters could threaten to take out Kaito, so I would just force that, I think. Brainstorm is fine. Combat. Attack Kaito, you got it. Combat's over. I like it. Barragoyf. Why not just force? They know my last card's Barragoyf. I feel like they have force blue card. Okay, they do. So their Barragoyf is in. I think I'm going to tap it down and play my own and try and terrorize the ground. And I guess probably bolt that army token. But they can't get Revolt and Fatal Push my Barragoyf from 1 card. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, I want the bolt. Haven't used my Surveil yet. It's kind of nice. Or is Kaito just better? Like, these could trade. That's a tough question. This generates card advantage, potentially. Like, I could bolt them and Surveil too. Like, that's kind of sick, right? I don't know. I might be thinking a little too much. Maybe I should Surveil first. See what's coming up. Force a Will? Yeah. Alright. Ponder. Ponder shuffles. Hopefully they just hit a land. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. Well, I'll take Bowmasters here. If they put a blocker out, I want to be able to still win. Getting the GG. Wonder what they drew. Taking game 1 is nice. I'm really fortunate in that situation that they had to mulligan. Because if they had 1 more resource, it could have just been a land, like, fair, but it also could have been that last piece of action they need to scrape into it. Matchup gets quite a bit better post-sideboard. Do I want 2 Fire Covenants? I don't think so, because I don't want that many 3-drops. But I do want from the Catacombs. Bolt was pretty handy there, but we're getting a pretty big upgrade with Fatal Push. One Kolaghan's Command, Baraglyph. I don't like Thoughtseize in the matchup. Yeah, seems fine. I don't know why, but 4 Force of Wills feels right tonight. On the play, I'd probably scale it back a little bit. Unfortunate. I'll have to mulligan that. Hopefully they do as well. Sweet. I mean, I wish I could just, leverage this, but... Oh, they're going to 5? Alright, I can still leverage this. Keep all the action, bottom this Scalding Tarn. There's some merit to just force whatever they do on turn 1, because I don't have a removal spell in my hand. And if it's like Tamiyo, they might be able to actually do some stuff. But, if that runs into Daze, it's pretty bad. Okay, we don't have to make the shot, the choice. Nice draw. Let's ponder. Try and put some kind of a plan together. Yeah. Not sure about reanimate yet. Hide Edict on top. Go like that. I'm thinking they'll probably surveil. Yep. Put a card on top. Now, would they prioritize Daze on a mull to 5? Or would they just assume I'm going to play around it anyways? I'm not going to force that. It is good, though. Like, it's a little bit of a hollow victory if I Edict Kaito after they ninjutsu this, because they get a Strix back in their hand. But they're going to combat with only 2 mana. Thoughtseize? I do want to keep this Edict, right? But at the same time, I'm drawing Reanimate. Could I trick them into taking the Lockmare? Okay. I think this would trick them into taking Force of Will even. Or Reanimate. They might take the Force because they see I don't have a removal spell. But they could also probably deduce I'm hiding something on top. Or maybe they think I just want to shuffle. Yep. I also probably should have kept the Edict on top, but I figured with the Strix around I shouldn't plan for Kaito being there no matter what. They did not find land. It's not necessarily a good thing. Just means we might not have to deal with Baraglyph for a second. And I really do want that Edict, so I'm going to hold off casting a Lockmare. Holding back the Strix. Him to Turok is very annoying, but I'll take those odds. Did not hit from the Catacombs, come on! Ugh! And it hit Fatal Push too. Alright, send it back. That really evened the score. They're on mulligan now. Wasteland. I will cast Brainstorm. They might Bowmasters, they don't. Alright. Yeah, I think from the Catacombs will have to be for later. Unfortunately, we lost the high roll of it getting hit off him, which was, I guess, kind of a long shot in the first place. But I like this Snapcaster Mage situation. I feel like I'm approaching the point where I don't really need this Force of Will anymore, but it always makes me feel a little better. Yikes. Wish they'd cool it. Alright. What was next? Was the plan to just shuffle it away? Why can't I remember? Oh, it was Brainstorm. Yeah, I'll shuffle away Brainstorm. Ironically, there's the 5th land for, from the Catacombs. I'm gonna reanimate the Lockmare. This Strix damage is kind of a big deal. But we're at the point now where, like, if they want to start discard spelling me, they are more than welcome to. I guess I'll just Edict this Strix, sadly, and then hopefully these onboard creatures can get the job done. Ponder does not shuffle. Holding back Strix. They might Fatal Push Lockmare now. Yeah, I probably should have prepared for that. That was dumb. Yeah, I'll keep that. Sure. Alright, I don't want to worry about this Strix anymore. So let's just trade if they want to. If they don't? Oh my god. What does that mean? Play Tamiyo. Do they have Kaito or not? Or do they want to keep the initiative? Or do they think my last card is, you know, from the Catacombs? Because I don't think I showed them the Edict somehow. Yeah, there was only one Thoughtseize. Shoot. Bit of a bummer. Nice. Always a welcome sight. I should do this now. Even though if they hymn me, which I don't think they will, because I think they probably think I have From the Catacombs in my hand. Maybe. That Lockmare was real bad though. I could have had one more card than I do right now if I just fetched proactively and not given them that window. Although maybe it was never there. I feel like they might have been tapped out. Alright, they're almost at a Fatal Push. It turns out it would have been pretty good to have Baraglyph. Apparently. Another Strix. Alright. I guess I'll want to cast Narset if I draw it. And I don't think getting Wastelanded would be that bad. But they've cleared the way. Time to see if they have a Daze, I guess. They're at 9. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'll hold up Red. Take Edict. Okay. Cantrips is off. Murktide Regent. Do they have Edict Installation? Hashtag Edict Installation. Dryad Arbor. Activate Narset. Take Kolaghan's Command. Edict Murktide. If they activated Verdant Catacombs, I think I would just poach Bowmasters out of their hand and deal 2. That would have been a game win right there, in fact. Getting the GGs. Guess I won't walk into Daze. Fire Covenant, thanks for showing up. Oh, they said GG, but it's not over. Oh, Hydroblast, yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I'll be back for the trophy round. Alright, we're in the final round here against YOLO One Land Hands. I have a Thoughtseize, so we can check them on that. I'll take a mulligan. I'll keep, even though this hand is like not super exciting. Maybe the hand had 2 lands. Thoughtseize, obviously one of the most powerful interactive tools at our disposal. Bolt, maybe, maybe not. Strix, could get something going. Basic Plains. Oh no. Don't tell me. Okay. I mean, it still could be. Brainstorm is nice. I think that means I want to get Underground Sea to start. If they wasteland me, I can't really worry about that too much. Clarion Conqueror, summon Yojimbo. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or tap creature and opponent controls. Until your next turn, creatures can't attack you. Oh, Ghostly Prison. Very cool. Create X treasure tokens, where X is the number of opponents who control a creature with power 4 or greater, and it's a 5/5 with vigilance. That is strong. I think I need to take Anointed Peacekeeper. I'll have to deal with that Yojimbo at some point. I don't want it to get any equity off my Baleful Strix. But yeah, if they just play Clarion Conqueror next turn, we can have a decent turn. So this is some kind of green-white Hate Bears stack situation, it appears. Maybe I should have taken Yojimbo. That might have been loose. If I could just force Yojimbo, I'd be okay with that. There's Clarion Conqueror. Yeah, I suppose Strix could check Yojimbo well enough. Another Bolt. Okay, let's Brainstorm. Edict is also a fine answer. I think I'm going to put 2 lands back. And then I should probably respect Wasteland out of this deck a little bit. Get a basic mountain here and just bolt it. Even though burning them out has crossed my mind since they're playing with Ancient Tomb. Well, we knew about that forest. It's Yojimbo. I'm glad it wasn't able to Ravenous Chupacabra me. There's Force of Will. You know what? I think that means I'm kind of okay playing Strix here. Maybe holding the ground a bit. And hopefully dodging Wasteland. But even if they do Wasteland me, got a couple removal spells. I've got a land to follow up to. Doesn't exactly enter untapped, but you know. Abundant Countryside. That will be a problem someday. Solitude. Do I just let that go? It's also like I kind of want to let Yojimbo go because it will leave eventually. I'll take 10 from it. Ay, ay, ay. If it's starting to look weird, I do have this edict as a fail-safe. I'll take 5. I will bolt Solitude. Cling to Dust is nice. Play the Sewers. Bin the land. I'm gonna cling right now. Bowmasters. Yeah, it might be worth just jumping, and then it'll go away. If I just treat Bowmasters as gain 5 life, it's not horrible. Trinosphere. I don't think I can fight over that in good conscience. Even though it breaks what I'm trying to cheat with mana on, I think it's going to be a lot more about the cards in our hand. And they won't get any treasure tokens. I'm also wondering if I should block with Bowmasters instead. No, because Kaito would be a nice draw. Eventually. Ponder. And I'll pass it back. Alright. Yojimbo's Reign of Terror is over. Thank heavens. Simeon's Spirit Guide. Yeah. I need some real pressure. Ooh, nice. That's pretty good. Let's draw a step. Shock the Spirit Guide and have them discard. Windswept Heath goes down. They're still a little short being able to create a shapeshifter. Another force. Alright. Good to know they're on Spirit Guides. Shardless Agent. Kind of problematic. Birthing Ritual. I'll let that resolve, I think. And then counter the Shardless Agent. And then swing for lethal. But I also could have just played Edict. We got away against a pretty insane deck. They also have Undermountain Adventure, multiple Yojimbos, so that wasn't just a techie one of Overwhelming Splendor. How are they going to cheat that out? Oh, Academy Rector? This deck is absolutely nuts. Cavernous Souls. It's honestly probably not a good matchup. So, I'll do our best. Agent. Consign seems good. Price of Progress. We saw quite a few basics, didn't we? It is an Ancient Tomb deck. Playing 3 colors. It might be what we need to get over the line. But not in our set. Green enchantments. That's usually the line where I try to keep Thoughtseize in, because it's really hard to address green enchantments, as y'all are well aware, I'm sure. Bowmasters is good at taking the initiative. I don't know how much of an initiative deck this is, though. Like, clearly a little bit. Shardless Agent too. I wouldn't be surprised if the only thing Shardless Agent could hit is Birthing Ritual. Anointed Peacekeeper as well. Yeah, this deck is just gonna be tough. I usually side out Cling to Dust in these matchups, but Academy Rector is scary enough that I probably should keep that. Maybe I can trim Tamiyo. Maybe I do need Fire Covenant. Having a sweeper could be really nice. Definitely need my Force of Wills. Sure, I'll trim a Thoughtseize, and then one Bowmasters, and shoot, I don't know. Probably Baraglyph. It's really hard to say. I gotta make a choice. How about Thoughtseize on the draw? Interesting hand. I will keep it. Windswept Heath, go. Alright. So far, so chill. Another consign. I can be pretty liberal with the first one. I will say that Trinisphere and Shardless Agent don't mix super well. But I also just have no way to really beat Birthing Ritual, so that could be scary. Cavern on Human. Spirit Guide. Shardless Agent, yep. I could actually consign the Cascade. That is worth doing. You can think of it like it traded for Simian Spirit Guide. I just don't think I can beat a Birthing Ritual. I could have also bolted the Shardless Agent, but I don't want them to have a Birthing Ritual. That'd be terrible. Countryside. Another Shardless Agent. I'll do the same thing, but I feel like they're grinding me out a little bit. And I guess I'll bolt this. Even though it doesn't feel like a great target. Alright, I'll Cling. Kolaghan's Command. That would have been a better way to handle both Shardless Agents. But I'm not unhappy to see it. Okay, is not Anointed Peacekeeper. Archon of Emeria. Card's pretty good. Yeah, I can't really Edict right now, huh? Kinda have to just take some punishment from this thing. Although while Archon is out, they can't Cascade, so that's cool. I don't know what I'd do. If I drew Brainstorm, I guess I'd cast it. Bowmasters, not bad. It's something. Can contest the initiative. I will take 2. Which Blessed Meadow enters tapped? So does that. I might as well have played Undercity Sewers. But at least next turn I'll have a chance at 4 mana. Although I could have just Edicted. Oh, well, let's see what next turn brings. I guess if I'm going to do this, they should have less options, right? Oh no, I might need to play Bowmasters. I think this is fine. That might have been a mistake too, though. Maybe I was supposed to block with Bowmasters. There's Rector. That is scary. I feel like I need to hold up Cling to Dust now. How are they going to sacrifice this, though? That might not be easy. Alright, let's fetch first. Just in case I want to keep that Surveil. I do not, actually. If I Edict, they're going to lose the Rector. And with the Archon out, I can't Cling it in response. This is tricky. Am I just going to get beaten down by Archon? I need like Bold or something. Alright. Maybe gaining life is going to be the way to go here. But they must have a way to sacrifice the Rector, right? Why else would it be here? I wish I could block the Archon. Go to 9. Cavernous Souls. On Dragon. Clarion Conqueror. Okay. I wish I could address the board better. Guess I'll just draw a card. Not helpful. Kaito. Can't activate that. Just in a bad spot. Do I just need to body the Overwhelming Splendor? How bad is that for me? It's kind of bad. If I think I could win with just 1/1s, that would be one thing. I don't think I could activate loyalty abilities, though, because creatures would lose all abilities. Oh, then Kaito would still be a planeswalker, though. Yeah, I guess I need to kind of fight through that, huh? But it doesn't really help either. I still just need like a bolt or something. Or I should have attacked. Maybe. I'm not sure. I will block. Spirit Guide. It's pretty good. On this board, it's pretty good. Brainstorm. Does that even help? No, it doesn't. It's so gnarly. Yeah, I think I'm just done. But I guess I'll brainstorm just in case. Fire Covenant. If only I had way more life, that would actually be pretty solid here. But I don't. But I guess I could... No, I'd have to pay 3 life to beat the Archon. Yeah, it's not happening. Let's take it to game 3. I think being on the play will help quite a bit. I want Fatal Push as well. Yeah, maybe Cling to Dust isn't as important. I don't think Price of Progress is how I'm going to win this either. They had a lot of Cavernous Souls. I still think you want Force of Will in these kind of matchups, though. Am I forgetting something? On the play, maybe a Thoughtseize. Yeah, Beargoyf would have been pretty nice there. Some life gain. And I think Agent's a little narrow, too. Let's give it a shot. Now I'll keep. Alright. Cast Ponder. Looking good. Try and make this a Lockmere sweep. Countryside Go. If they follow up with, like, Cavernous Souls, it might be kind of dicey. Let's hope this Force of Will does some real work. Ancient Tomb. Well, I think we let that one go. Can tap it down and take the initiative. Keep my Force of Will. Or I could bolt it twice. I don't really want to bolt it twice. Thoughtseize. Alright. Wish I could do this at another time, but this is the time that makes sense. Again, we don't want them to have Cavernous Souls. I think I'm grabbing a Swamp. I should have set it out Narset. If I hit Narset, it's a fine pitch to Force of Will, I think. Forest. Seasoned Engineer. I'll force that. Alright, don't want to forge onto this, unfortunately. Or do I? I'll leave it with 1 counter. Oh, maybe if I take a counter off right now... Yeah. This could actually work out. Go to the Forge. Put 2 counters there. I'll Thoughtseize them. Okay. That's not good. I'll take Peacekeeper. And then they'll get a Birthing Ritual. And we're just gonna have to hope that I can bolt them out. There's no point in taking one of the Shardless Agents. This should work. Because regardless if they use Windswept Heath or Ancient Tomb to cast that Shardless Agent, we should be okay. They're at 6. I got 2 bolts. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, they still cracked the fetch land. Yep, there's Birthing Ritual. They're also not taking the initiative. They're going to 4. But they have 2 Birthing Rituals, which is very scary. They can probably take the initiative. I mean, we'll see. They have to. So that's one birthing ritual trigger. Solitude. Sure. Did not target my or one of their creatures. I guess that wouldn't work anyways. This has to be an initiative creature, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we got it. They have a shardless agent and one unknown in hand. Kaito. If I could find force backup, that'd be great. I guess Ponder's better at that. Okay. Maybe Bowmasters is better. That's like 2 shots at a win here. Yeah. Getting the GG. Make sure I don't click the wrong thing. All right. Jesus. Too scary. Pulled out the 5-0 against extremely non-meta, but extremely powerful deck. That's like the nightmare on Grixis Control, because you build the deck to be so tuned to fight the matchups you're expecting. And then when you run into something that is pretty off the beaten path, and especially leveraging green enchantments, I think we got a little lucky, but I hope I navigated those games in a way that made sense to you and did not make you upset. And we got another 5-0, 2 weeks in a row. Pretty sweet. And if you were watching the Patreon leagues, that's 3 trophies in a row. That might mean, oh yeah, I get to be on the leaderboard again, which is fantastic. I love that. Good for my ego. All right, everyone can laugh at my constructed rating now and ignore these vintage cube. But yeah, we're on a pretty wild win streak right now. Out of all these matches, yeah, we dropped one. I'm sure the one above this is a loss. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a 20 match win streak. That's kind of insane. I mean, it is spread over many, many days. As you can see, I've not really had much time to play recently other than when I record, but that's got to say something for the deck. I think it's in a really good spot and feels really good. I have a good time playing it. 2 Fire Covenants, again, didn't really come into play. Lockmare is sick, and I need to edit this video now. It'll be out pretty soon. Thank you so much for checking it out as always. I'm so grateful to all of you. Let's push up to 2.5k subs. I know we can do it. Grixis Control. Just Legacy being a format where you can do whatever the hell you want in general. I think that is what this channel is about. And Legacy is beautiful. Yeah. See you next time.